Hey guys, and welcome to JJ Sports Talk, the channel for the sports you love. Hey guys, and welcome back to JJ Sports Talk. And yes, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but this is my first real video back, and I'm really glad to be back for you guys. It's been a while, and I told you I was gonna have videos out, and I will have more videos coming out about different things. So remember that. I'm not gonna reveal them yet, but I'll start with this video and. Let me tell you what this video is about. So, this video is just about talking about the college football playoff, my predictions, what I thought what was going to happen, and what did happen, and kind of talk about the game. So, let's get into it. But first, I got to start with my trivia. So, for the trivia, my trivia is, which college football team has the most appearances in the college football playoff? It's kind of obvious, but if you don't know it, I want you to say what you think. I'll leave your guesses in the comments, and I'll reveal that at the end of the video. So, let's get into my predictions for the college football playoff. So, obviously, I'm repping my Ohio State gear, I got to. I'm a Buckeye fan. Obviously, Ohio State's not in it. They're playing in the Rose Bowl. I will reveal this to you. I do have bowl game reviews after all those finish, okay? So, remember that. But it's not about Ohio State. It's about Notre Dame, Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma. So let's start with my picks. So first of all, my picks for Clemson, number 2 Clemson and number 3 Notre Dame. I had Notre Dame in an upset win over the powerhouse, undefeated Clemson. Well, I mean Notre Dame's undefeated too. The reason I picked Notre Dame is I thought that if they could limit their mistakes and really open up that Clemson defense, they could have a chance to win. I thought that if they could get pressure, I mean, Notre Dame's defense is very good. I thought if they could rattle the freshman Trevor Lawrence and stop him and then stop the run game with Etienne and Feaster, I thought Notre Dame could really pull the upset, in the Cotton Bowl. But to make a long story short, it didn't happen. Number 2 Clemson beat number 3 Notre Dame 30-3, a absolute rout of the Fighting Irish. And what I think is Lawrence played very well. He does not play like a freshman. He plays like a senior. I will say this, though. Notre Dame's defense did shut down the run, besides like a few carries here and there, but it was the passing game that really hurt Notre Dame, and Notre Dame's offense could just get nothing going. Book looked very inexperienced. They couldn't do anything with the run game. Notre Dame just couldn't get anything going. It was a good day for Tyler Newsome, the punter, but, it was just a rough showing from Notre Dame, and the Irish really struggled. So, I had Notre Dame winning. Clemson obviously won. They're back in the national championship after the disappointment from Alabama last year. So, congratulations, Clemson. Now to my next game. So, obviously, you have number 1 Alabama, powerhouse, versus number 4 Oklahoma, who got in over my Buckeyes. But, I'm not salty whatsoever. But I picked I picked Alabama to win. Alabama's just good. The reason I think Tua, obviously he has that ankle problem. I did not think that was going to affect him whatsoever, and it didn't. He played good. The receivers for Alabama, it's easily Nick Saban's best recruiting, best receivers he's had in a long time. And I was very impressed with how they play. Obviously, the running backs, I love the story of Josh Jacobs, Oklahoma kid, wasn't really highly recruited by Oklahoma, ends up at Alabama, and he played very inspirational last night. And I love stories like that, and, he got the win, and I was very impressed. Alabama just exceeds our expectations all the time, You can't script it any better. Alabama and Clemson. Some people say, oh, I'm tired of it. I'm kind of tired of it, but then again, this might be the best matchup they've had. You got the 2 star quarterbacks, 2 high-powered offenses, 2 undefeated teams. An undefeated team's never won the championship. It's always been a team with 1 loss. Or, multiple losses, But this year it's going to be an undefeated team. And I think this might be, obviously you had the Jalen Hurts versus Deshaun Watson teams in 16 and 15. And obviously Alabama and Clemson split those. And then last year you had the semifinal matchup where Alabama routed Clemson. It wasn't even close. This year, my prediction is that Alabama comes out with it, and here's why. I think that obviously you could argue that like Alabama being in the SEC is better than the ACC, and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that maybe the competition is better than Alabama's more experienced, and I am going to say that they're more experienced. You know, Alabama has players that are more experienced, and I'm not going to say better than Clemson's, because obviously Clemson is a really good team. Alabama's just like got that extra level, and it starts with the offense led by Tua Tagovailoa. And obviously Tua with the heroics last year and the amazing season he had. Obviously didn't win the Heisman, you know. Kyler Murray did, and that was a great showdown between those two that Tua and Alabama won. But I think Tua and the offense is going to play amazing. You know, there's not going to be stopping the offense. It's going to be stopping Clemson. And Alabama's got a good defense, but there is a weakness in their defense, and that is their secondary. The first thing for Clemson is Clemson's got the perfect person to pick apart that secondary, and that's Trevor Lawrence. And Clemson's got good receivers. T. Higgins, Armani Rogers, and you can even throw in like Overton, and Hunter Renfrow. They're all amazing, and they're gonna pick apart that secondary. Alabama has got to figure out that secondary if they want to really stop it. I'm expecting a very high scoring game again. I'm not gonna say not a lot of defense, but I think that it's going to be high scoring. There will be stops here and there, though. And Clemson's defense is really going to keep them in it. They got that sick defensive line. Cleveland Farrell. Obviously Dexter Lawrence isn't playing. Christian Wilkins is really good. And Albert Huggins is filling in for Dexter Lawrence, who isn't playing. So, and he's split a lot of snaps with him, so he's got experience, and he has been in there, and I think that it's going to be a really, really good game, and I'm really excited to see this championship game play out. The fourth round between these two teams, I feel like every single year they're just gearing up to battle each other. Clemson versus Alabama again. Obviously Clemson beat Notre Dame, Alabama beat Oklahoma. Can't script any better. You got to give a lot of credit to Saban and Dabo Swinney, because they do a good job recruiting and getting these teams ready, and I'm excited to see it. I'll have a review coming out after that game, just talking about the game and, the champions. It'll be a good game. I would recommend watching it Monday night for the championship, and I'm pretty sure Levi Stadium in California, if I'm not correct, but, I'm excited to see it. The Tagovailoa versus Lawrence, we've been waiting for it, and I think this is going to be a very good duel. So, that's all I really got to say. Go Bucks in the Rose Bowl, beat Washington, but otherwise, that's about it. Let me go to the trivia question. So my trivia question was, which team has had the most appearances in the college football playoff? And that team, if you haven't guessed it, it's Alabama. Alabama has 5 playoff appearances. They've made it every single year. What are you going to do? They're a really good team. They're always almost number 1 in the nation when they first rankings come out. And some other fun facts, they also have 2 championship wins in the playoffs. So, also very impressive from the Tide standpoint, and they also have the most wins in the playoffs era. So they have the most appearances, most wins, and most championships so far. So congrats, Alabama. And I predict Alabama to beat Clemson. Obviously, I went 1 for 2 out of my predictions out of the semifinals. But like I said, watch the game. It's going to be a good one. I'll have a review coming out. I have more videos coming out about NFL, some NBA videos, some college videos, So be ready, stay tuned, and thank you for all you guys for sticking with me, not unsubscribing during this period of no posting. So thank you guys. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching JJ Sports Talk. Goodbye.